Hello and welcome to Pep Talk with me, Mr. Pepperell. In this episode we're going to think about what is an isotope. By the end of this episode you should be able to answer the question, what is an isotope?
So firstly, let's just remind ourselves, as we all know, atoms are neutrally charged. They've got the same number of positively charged protons as they have negatively charged electrons. The neutrons, shown here in orange, have got no charge at all. So overall, the atom has got neither more positives or more negatives, so it's neutrally charged. But if an atom was to lose one of these electrons, say, up here, okay, if it was to lose or gain an electron, the charges would no longer be equal, and you've changed your atom, you've now charged it, you've now got something called an ion. Okay, so an ion is a atom that has either lost or gained an electron but become electrically charged. Now, all atoms of the same element have the same number of protons. Okay, for example, an atom of hydrogen has got one proton. An atom of lithium has got 3 protons. And you should recall that we actually give a name to this number, and that is called the atomic number. So the atomic number is the number of protons in an atom. Elements have also got a standard number of neutrons, and in the case of lithium there are 4 neutrons. So this number up here shows me the number of neutrons, which is 4, plus the number of protons, which was 3. So obviously 4 plus 3 was 7, and we refer to this as the relative mass, or the mass number of the element. And just remember then that that is the number of protons plus the number of neutrons. However, atoms can have different numbers of neutrons. Carbon, for example, that we see here, has 6 protons plus 6 neutrons to give us 12 for its relative mass number. But an atom of carbon will sometimes have 8 neutrons, and that gives us this. Okay, it's still carbon, it's still got the 6 protons, which makes it the same element, but the relative mass number is now different. We've got a mass number of 14. Okay, this is known as carbon 14, surprisingly enough, and it's what we actually call an isotope of carbon. Okay, it's still carbon, same number of protons, but the different number of neutrons make it an isotope of the element. It's not just carbon, lots of elements have isotopes, and all of those isotopes mean it's the same element with a different number of neutrons. That's what makes it an isotope. So let's just check our understanding of that. The question says to us here, how many protons and neutrons are there in the nucleus of this isotope of the element cobalt? Okay, so pause the video, jot your answer down, and then come back and see if you're right. So you should have paused it, and let's see if we've both got the same answers here. So firstly, how many protons are there? Well, the protons is given to me by the atomic number there, that was 27, so you should have got 27 protons for that there. How many neutrons were there in the nucleus? Well, I've got a mass number of 60 there. Remember, the mass number is the protons plus the neutrons, so all you need to do is take the protons away from that number. So 60 minus 27 should have given you an answer of 33 neutrons.
So that's what an isotope is. Any problems with that at all, don't hesitate to tweet me at Mr_Pepperell or email me and I'll get back to you ASAP. Thanks for stopping by.